But I happen to think Canelo is a good fighter. But he'll never be considered great as long as he demands catch weights. You see, he'll never be considered great. When you look at the great ones, if you want to be mentioned in the great ones, Leonard, he never demanded a catch weight. Hagler, they never demanded catch weight. If they wanted to move up and fight, they moved up and fought. So now it's the era of the catch weight. So I understand the position, you know, he's valuable to the company, and they have to be careful, you know. But if Chavez feels like he can safely make the weight and compete, then that's on him. Because regardless of Canelo demanding catch weights, he's going to have his fan base, and that's the secret of, you know, Canelo. He's going to have his fan base. They're going to be there. So when you have that, and you're in that position to make demands like that, you know, you do it, and if the other guy accepts, he accepts. Like for me, Amir, for instance, I was totally against that fight. Totally against it. Because there were no concessions. We had none. But, you know, I'm not the one that could make it, and I'm not the one that could kill it. So we do the best we can. But to take a welterweight and say no weight concessions up or down, that doesn't sit right with me. I mean, you're the naturally bigger guy anyway. Now you're going to 165 or whatever, but at least put a cap on the weight or something like that. But you know, if you get away with it, get away with it. And it's not his fault if the other team accepts it. They accept it. And then, you know, Chavez is not a joke to me. He's a good fighter also. It just depends on how he's able to get down and what he can, how he hydrates the next night. It definitely, I believe, was going to be a war.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Chavez's size and his ability up close, you know, could be significant. And what I mean by that is, if he's in good shape, he does some things that I don't believe Canelo can offset or hurt him in that zone. You know, and if he's able to get in there and get him on the back foot and dig that liver shot, Canelo don't have a problem. You see, he's able to do that. So, I don't have a pick right now. I think maybe as the fight gets closer, there might be some things that you could see or hear or read about that would, you know, influence a pick. But, you know, I wish the kid would just go ahead and dare to be great, you know. Dare to be great. Don't hide behind anything that's going to put a barrier against your greatness, you know. So if right now you're fighting at super middleweight, you should have fought at 168. 3 pounds, what's the difference? Right? Even in the Golovkin fight. Now I'm hearing it's 15 million, leave it or take it. Right? Thanks, Tony! Now I'm hearing just like take it or leave it.
Yeah, the flat fee, this is the most you've ever made.
Right, know. But that's not the point. The point is, this is the most you're gonna ever make because of Golovkin's popularity. You see? And he's doing it without a Hispanic fan base. A lot of Hispanics, but he's doing it with, you know, different cultures, different people. He has a more diversified fan base. So you wouldn't make the money you make if it wasn't for him. So I think, you know, it should be fair. But whether he's trying to get out of that fight or I believe they're just dragging him until he gets old.
That's the perceived thing, is they saw it with Floyd and Manny, and they think, well, okay, here we go again.
Just drag him, and, or maybe somebody beats him and I don't have to worry about you no more, you see. I really thought they were going to fight after the Khan fight.
Yeah, we all hoped. We all hope. We're hoping for September, you know, but. Yeah.
But I mean, you got the WBC, you got the people in charge. They can make demands on everybody else and tell you who's going to fight in advance after this fight.
Yeah, but then Canelo just dropped the belt.
Yeah, but he just drops the belt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he dropped the belt. Who's the WBC? Is that Mauricio?
Yeah.
Suleiman?
Yeah.
So he drops the belt in your face. So you're not going to dictate to me or whatever. Or either it was just an agreement. See? Oh, don't worry about it. Just drop it.
Yeah.
See? It goes deeper than that. You know? So who knows?
That's like when Bo dropped the belts in the trash can.
I'm not implying that's what happened, but when Mr. Suleiman speaks on everything else, it tends to materialize. But when he spoke on that, definitely after the Khan fight is going to go, it didn't materialize. And everything seems to be okay. You see pictures. You see pictures. You see? So everything's okay. So what happened there?
Money.
Money?
Money. It's the sanctioning fee.
So he let him slide with the sanctioning fee?
You could say that.
Or did he take the sanctioning fee and let him slide with the belt?
I don't know. Was there a sanctioning fee for that fight with Premier?
It was a title on the line.
Was it the full title? Yeah.
Middleweight title.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So he can just drop it like that and everybody's still cool. Still looking out for him. So that's a hard one to follow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, that's like you telling the bank, I'm not paying my mortgage this month, and everybody's cool with it, right?
Thanks, Virgil.
All right, you're welcome.